When you go to the doctors, how do you feel? Why does going to the doctors make you feel confident?
Because when I went to the doctors, because they came out,
Yeah.
so I was more confident, but I was a bit, so it's both inside and a bit on out.
Confident about going to the doctors, but sad that you had to go to the doctors because you fell over.
Yes.
Because they make me better, that's why I like going to the doctors. Why do you like the doctors?
Because they help me.
They help you. Awesome. And Georgia, what makes you nervous about going to the doctors?
Well, waiting and wait there for ages, and then I feel nervous if they've got to do anything to me.
This focus group was brought together by Equal Lives, working with NHS Norwich CCG, to help us understand what it's like for young people with disabilities when they need to see a GP or practice nurse.
We know that disabled young people experience lots of barriers and difficulties in accessing healthcare. So today's session was about exploring what healthcare could be like, what it should be like, but also what their experience is like at the moment. One of the things that came out quite strongly today is actually quite a lot of the young people had positive experiences of their health that they wanted to share. And I guess one of the big things is how do we make that consistent so that their experience is the same across the healthcare settings. One of the areas where they felt most comfortable was the dentist. Why is that? What is happening in that environment that isn't happening elsewhere that they go? And I think one of the key things for me is ensuring that there's consistency so that a young person can feel confident no matter what type of medical appointment they're going to, that they can take part and that their contribution is valuable and that they exist in the room.
But drawing on their experiences, we have an insight of what it's like sometimes to visit a healthcare professional and really useful learning points to take away.
Hey, what makes you nervous or feel nervous about going to the doctor?
Because they don't provide an interpreter for me.
Okay.
And there's no screen with the name of the doctor or my name. So they call my name and I don't hear them. It would be better if they used simpler language.
Why is that? What problems do you find?
It's very difficult for me to understand when he's trying to explain things to me.
If I see the same doctor, I do like it, because then if I see another one, I'd have to go over it all again.
Do you find it confusing, or do you find it easy to understand?
Easy to understand, but sometimes my brain needs it repeated again so I understand what the person's saying. They use complicated words I don't understand. But
The major thing across the board that was a barrier for the young people that we worked with today was communication in all of its forms, particularly the level at which information about their health or questions about their health was asked of them, which meant that a lot of them felt reliant on parents and family members in healthcare settings because of the limitations of medical professionals to make language accessible so that they could engage with it directly themselves.
What is the consequence of that?
Young people are less connected to their own health and their own experience. Also, and this is my own personal opinion, it means that healthcare outcomes are limited because you haven't actually got buy-in from the young person themselves. You've got buy-in from their family. And yes, you do need buy-in from their family, but to get the best outcomes, you need buy-in from everyone. So it limits the potential of healthcare interventions.
So what do our young people want?
Sharing good practice, ensuring that you're communicating in a way that's understood and checking in that what you've communicated has been understood. The biggest thing that's come out of today is just medical professionals asking the person, how are they, and having a connection on a personal level rather than just, you've come to solve a problem.
A good health centre, according to our focus group, is about integration, all the services that they want and need in one place and accessible.
My idea is that we have a card in the doctor's surgery, or different cards available to us, so that I can hand it over to the doctor with information about my illness, why I'm here, or that I'm deaf, so that they're aware, and maybe my emotions as well, how you're feeling, a picture of whether you're happy or sad or how you're feeling that day.
I put in a dentist, so it's not far from the doctor's, so they can walk from here to the dentist, and so they can do their teeth, so when they go back to the doctor's, they can give the feedback.
From today, one of the big things that came out of their designing of their own surgery was having a quiet area in doctor's surgery, so that if you are someone that finds noise overwhelming or has an access need around it, you can go there. Another big thing that came out of today was actually having images and pictures that you can use to communicate how you're feeling, so that you're not required to enter into a complex dialogue. And the third thing that came out of today was having information that you could take away with you about your health and about healthcare options, so that you've got longer amounts of time to process what's going on and you can check back in.
We'd like to thank Equal Lives, and particularly thank Astrid, George, Joe, Alex and Ruth for sharing their experiences with us, so we can continue to support healthcare professionals in Norwich improve the services they offer children and young people with disabilities.